Okay, today we'll be opening up this used Kohler oil filter, number 5205002. And I got this used Kohler oil filter from a very generous viewer whose name is Chuck from Brownsville, Pennsylvania. Thanks, Chuck. This oil filter was in service for 2 years, 60 hours, and came off of Chuck's 2007 Cub Cadet 2544 lawn tractor. Yep, the one with the 38.1 cubic inch, 21 horsepower engine, which now has a total of 300 hours. He was using Pennzoil 10W30 Signature Series oil during this period. Let's open up this Kohler oil filter and see how it looks. So let's get started.
This is a pour. You gotta glue the silicone, get nice and tight. Get your inner here, filtration everywhere here.
Okay, so before we open this filter up, let's take a quick look at it. Date code 061119EN. And this is a sticker on here. It's got some instructions. And this filter has 8 inlet holes, nylon center core, and I'm not sure if that's a bypass valve down below or if it's up here on the base end. And about 4 grooves there for threads, and nitro rubber gasket. And I'll put the thickness of this gasket up on the screen. Looks like a pretty nice gasket. This filter looks an awful lot like a Champ made filter. Alright, let's open this filter up. Alright, not too much oil. Yeah, I can see this now. They got the bypass valve up here, because see these 6 holes right here? Right there. So it's acting like a bypass valve. It's a lousy bypass valve, but that's what it is. Okay, this drain back valve. Looks a little like, feels lumpy. But looks like they would cover up those holes nice. Okay, see, we got I opened up one of these filters a couple weeks ago, and that Kohler filter was made in India, and it had metal end caps with a bypass valve in the middle, right into had the bypass valve into the end cap. See, this has got I don't know if these are, well, they're like synthetic engineered end caps probably. That's what I'm thinking. This is like a Champ made oil filter. You got a glued seam right here, and I'll put the number of pleats up on the screen. But yeah, it's got a center core, nylon center core. And I found a website that it says a micron rating. I'll put a screenshot up on the screen right now. It's got a micron rating of 29, it says, and bypass valve setting of 8 to 11 psi. The website's called theropshop.com. Yeah, so this just looks a little crooked here. Otherwise, everything looks good. Inside the can, that's just some paint from when I'm cutting it open. Everything's flying around, it's slippery. But yeah, actually it's got a good color, that oil that's left in there. And you just got this stamped leaf spring. So yeah, they're using that as a bypass valve. Alright, let's get the width of this filter. Don't go too far, right about there. 2.05 minus, that's actually there's no minus on this one. So it's just 2.05 inches wide. Okay, let's cut open this filter. stretch it out, squeeze it out, stretch it out, and see what it looks like. Be right back. Okay, here's this Kohler filter all stretched out. And this filter is 44.5 inches long. Okay, let's get the thickness of this filter media. 0.95 millimeters thick. This is the filtering side, back side. And I took two microscope pictures of this filter media because of this exact filter media right here, this piece. Because I had a hard time finding any dirt in this filter. So it's a real clean filter. So let's take a look at that microscope picture. So as you can see, this filter media is very clean. Yeah, it's real clean filter media. And let's take a look at it up close. So there's not really much to see. There's no soot, there's no carbon, no sparklies. It's all nice and clean. Chuck had this filter on his lawn tractor for 2 years. I think it did a good job. His engine's running really clean. The oil probably is doing a really good job, the Pennzoil. And let's take a look at the rest of the filter. Okay, so we got a nice gasket. Pretty big stamped leaf spring. And you got the base plate here. It's got a lot of inlet holes. A lot of holes here. And this is working as your bypass valve. And this anti-drain back valve, you can see it's like a little bit, got a little deformed. Probably from the lawnmower getting hot oil. But it still kept its shape pretty good here, so it looks like the anti-drain back valve would work. You got your felt end caps. I call them felt end caps. They're polyester. And center core, you definitely get a good flow out of this. And the can, yeah, I had it sitting like this, nice and clean in there. So I think this oil filter and the Pennzoil oil that he's using is a good combination for his lawnmower. What do you guys think? And again, I want to thank Chuck for sending me this used Kohler oil filter. And I think I'll wrap this video up. And don't forget, Oil Filter Fridays. I try to open up an oil filter every Friday on this YouTube channel. So if you like this video, please hit that like button. Thanks for watching and take care.